The night I found out is burned into my memory, a single moment that split my life into a before and an after. It started like any other Tuesday. I came home from work, exhausted, but looking forward to a quiet evening with my wife, Sarah. We'd been married for 8 years, and while things weren't perfect, I thought we were solid. I thought we were happy. As I walked in, the house was unusually quiet, no TV, no music, just a strange, heavy silence. I called her name, but there was no answer. I found her in our bedroom, sitting on the edge of the bed, staring at her phone. She didn't even look up when I came in. That's when I first felt a cold knot of dread tightening in my stomach. I asked her if everything was okay. She just shook her head, her eyes still glued to the screen. I sat down next to her, and the silence stretched on, feeling thicker and more suffocating with every second. My mind raced through 1,000 possibilities. Was someone sick? Was it a problem at her job? Nothing could have prepared me for the truth. Finally, she spoke, her voice barely a whisper. "I need to tell you something." I leaned in, my heart pounding against my ribs. And then she said the words, the ones that shattered my world. "I've been seeing someone." It felt like the air was sucked out of the room. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. All I could do was stare at her, this woman I had built my life with, and try to understand how she had become a stranger. The details came out slowly, painfully. It had been going on for 6 months. It was a coworker. They'd been meeting secretly, sharing a life I knew nothing about. Every word was a fresh blow. I felt a confusing mix of white-hot anger and a deep, soul-crushing sadness. How could I have been so blind? I replayed the last 6 months in my head, searching for signs I had missed. The late nights at the office, the sudden new hobbies, the way she guarded her phone. It was all there, hidden in plain sight, and I hadn't seen any of it. The person I trusted most in the world had betrayed me in the most profound way possible. That night, I didn't sleep. I just lay there, next to the woman who was no longer just my wife, and felt the life we had built crumble into dust around me. That night was years ago, but the ghost of it still lingers. The journey since then has been long and difficult, full of pain, healing, and rediscovery. Dealing with betrayal is one of the hardest things a person can go through. If you're watching this and you're in a dark place, whether from a similar experience or any other struggle, please know you are not alone. It's okay to not be okay, and reaching out for help is a sign of incredible strength. Talk to friends, family, or a professional. There is a path forward, even when it feels impossible to see. Thank you for listening to my story. Take care of yourselves.